Hey there yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome back to my yoga time. I have another intermediate class for you. It's super short, this one, ideal for when you're short on time and you're needing a yoga fix. I've got 2 blocks close by. I won't be using them for the class, but if you do have limited range of motion through hips and hamstrings, you might like to have them as well. So when you're ready, let's begin. Come over onto all fours. I'm going to take a different variation of our puppy pose. It's almost a cross between puppy and child's pose. Tuck your toes under and then sit back so that your belly meets your thighs. Reach your arms out in front. Lift the elbows and the palms. So a little bit of effort here through the shoulders. Gently draw them up towards the hips. Breathe into the upper body. At the top of your next inhalation, pause. Hold the breath for just a moment before exhaling slowly. And then let's lift on up. Come down to those forearms, taking a forearm plank, straightening the legs, tucking the tailbone under, rounding the upper back. You can always bring one knee down if you need to lighten the pose. Let's keep the jaw relaxed. If you'd like a little more heat in your practice, you can alternate with twisting, taking the hip down towards the mat. You don't have to touch down, just moving in that direction as you roll onto the outer edges of the feet. And if you're twisting, we'll finish on the opposite side that we started. And then lower down, Sphinx pose. Untuck those toes, gently guide the elbows back towards the ribs. Chin lift, throat forward. If you'd like a little neck stretch here, you can briefly drop one ear towards the shoulder. And then the other side. And let's lower down, hands under shoulders now, press back up into plank, and then your downward facing dog. Feel free to give the legs a little bit of a walk. And when you're ready, we'll lift that right leg up. Step through for a lunge. High lunge, bring the arms up. Press into both feet as though you're stretching the mat. Little bend in the back knee, little tuck of the tailbone, and then your right hand's going to take the left wrist. Lift up and lean over, looking past your right hip. Back to center, let's twist to the right. Lower left hand down. Gently turn the left shoulder in towards the right knee. And left knee to the mat. Either rest here with your right hand on your right thigh or quad stretch, bend the left leg, take a hold of the foot. Be with your breath. Deepen the breath to deepen the pose. Let's release the foot if you haven't. Lower your right hand down to the floor. We're going to walk our hands towards the left foot now. Bend the left knee, straighten the right leg. So of course you could use your blocks if you need to for that transition. And then from here, coming into a high lunge, turning to the back end of your mat. So pivot those feet, left knee bent, arms lifting up. Same as before, little bend in the back knee, little tuck of the tailbone. Left hand's going to take the right wrist this time, lift up and lean over. Looking past your hip. Back to center, twist. Right hand down. Right knee down. Option to take your quad stretch. Let's release the foot. Walking those hands over towards the right foot now, bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. And then moving into a wide-legged forward fold. So turning the feet parallel to the short side of the mat. Take a hold of those legs if that's comfortable to do so. You might be near the knees or maybe near the ankles. If you can, bend the elbows out to the side. Let the head hang. Lift the arches of the feet and the tailbone. Lifting shoulders up towards the hips and letting the head hang. Let's ha out the breath. Well done, yogis. Walk the hands towards your right foot, you're lunging. Then you can step your left foot up to the top of the mat, feet about hip width apart or even wider. Inhale, halfway up, look forward. And then if your knees and hips permit, exhale, squat, bend the knees, drop the bottom. You can lift the arms up. From here, we're going to lower down onto the floor, coming into your boat pose. And then release, cross the right leg in front of the left. So we're crossing at the calves and shins so that our feet are underneath the knees. If your knees are high, sit yourself up on your prop. Little flexion here in the feet. Let's take a little twist to the right. Left hand, right knee. Ever so slightly press the hand down into the knee and try and lift the knee up into the hand. Return to the front, keep the hand on the knee, side bend now, lean over to the left. And coming all the way up. Folding forward, you can either do so with the legs as they are, or option 2, a little deeper, if you stack the right foot on top of the left. So listen to your hips and your knees. Don't force the hips here, because if they're not quite supple enough, the knee is the next vulnerable joint that's going to give way. So be very mindful. When you're ready, fold forward. Breathe into the back. Next inhalation, lift on up. Lean back, your last boat pose, uncross those legs. And then we'll change sides, left leg in front. Let's twist. Return to the front, side bend. Coming all the way back up, either folding forward with the legs as they are, otherwise stacking. And ever so slightly, feel as though you're sending your left foot to the right, right foot to the left. And bringing yourself back up. Well done, yogis. Just taking a comfortable seated position. We will finish seated today rather than shavasana. And just a few mindful breaths together. You can place your left palm on top of the right for Dhyani Mudra, creating a little bowl through the hands, tips of the thumbs to meet. Relax the shoulders down. Feel free to close the eyes. And just begin to witness the in-breath descend and the navel expand. Take a little pause before the out-breath ascends, drawing the navel up and in towards the spine. Inhale, let the navel expand and the breath descend. Exhale with a little tone. Out breath ascends. You might even like to engage a gentle mula bandha with each exhalation. When you're ready, let's open those eyes. Thank you, yogis, for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed that super short yoga snack. If you haven't done so, please do subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to support free yoga on YouTube. Not just this channel, but any teacher you watch on a regular basis. Wishing you a lovely day.